Hello everyone. Welcome to this tutorial video on creating voice bots and avoiding common mistakes. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of how to build your own voice bot effortlessly. As you can see, there are already multiple voice bots here, but I'm going to guide you through creating one from scratch. I'll also show you how to use the guided tool effectively. So, let's get started. First, click on the Add New Voice Bot button. When you do that, a new window will pop up, asking for information like the bot's name, organization, and initial message. If you click on the eye icon next to each field, it provides helpful explanations. For example, in the "What do you want the bot to say when someone answers the call" section, you might want to start with a friendly greeting like "Hello, how are you?" But you may also want to personalize it by addressing the caller by their name. To do this, simply use curly braces and add the entity name like first name. After filling out this information, click Next. Now you'll see a blank window, which is essentially the knowledge base you're providing to the bot. Here, you need to define what the bot should know and how it should respond. You can use default responses provided by clicking the buttons, but it's essential to customize them to your specific needs. For instance, if you're using the voice bot for telemarketing, your bot should sound professional and informative. It's crucial to explain things clearly to the caller. Consider providing information about your product, what it does, and why it's valuable. While you can include this information in the examples, it's also helpful to reinforce it here to avoid any misunderstandings. Next, think about the bot's agenda. What questions does it need to ask to achieve its goals? Remember to ask questions one at a time, as this makes the conversation smoother. You can customize the questions as needed. You can even add a script that you want to follow. For example, check out this real estate script here. This prompt is a combination of script and the LLM. Now let's talk about rules. These rules guide the bot's behavior during conversations. Start by removing any rules that don't apply to your situation. For instance, if you already know the caller's name, remove any rules related to asking for it. There are pre-written rules available that you can use to guide the bot's behavior, such as the rule to avoid answering anything outside of the context. These rules help prevent the bot from making mistakes or losing track of the conversation. Also, check out this real estate bot script. The bot is an LLM, so it has a lot of data, all of human history till 2022. So in these rules, you can even tell the bot, let's say in real estate, to touch some financial aspects as well. Let's say if someone asks, I have $700K in my bank account, should I buy a condo or a townhouse? If you define the rules that way, then it can literally give an advice for which one is a better investment. Now let's go back to the telesales bot. Once you've defined your rules and agenda, click Next to proceed. Now here's where people often make mistakes. Instead of copying and pasting the context from earlier, you should refrain from duplicating data. The context you've provided is already known to the bot. The content in this window is auto-populated based on the context and rules you've defined. You can edit it as needed to ensure it aligns with your goals and the conversation style you want to maintain. Now, let's construct the first message. Avoid including the entire context in the greeting message, as there are other screens for that purpose. Keep the greeting concise and engaging. To train the bot, you need to create a few more examples. Think about how the bot should respond when someone answers the phone call. They might say, "Hi, I'm good, how are you?" or ask, "Who is this?" Create responses that address these scenarios effectively. Remember that not everyone will provide the same context, so be prepared for variations. Your responses should adapt to different situations while staying on track. As you continue the conversation, be ready for various responses. If the caller shows interest in your product, seize the opportunity to provide more information and engage them further. If they're not interested, be polite and thank them for their time. You can add as my examples here as you need, but it's an LLM, it knows mostly everything according to your context. But let's say for certain things like pricing and your company address, you can write it there. When discussing product features or benefits, keep the conversation informative and focused on what makes your product unique. Address any questions or concerns that may arise during the conversation.